Welcome back to Giant Monster Games. My name is Adrian. I'm down here in the corner now. I've changed the layout, and we rolled one the die roll, so we're gonna play first. What do we get in our opening hand? We're playing Favorable Faeries, by the way. Favorable Faeries, which is a Favorable Winds deck. The name card right here. I think we can keep this. We don't have any white. We only have one white card in our hand. We do have double Faerie Conclave, which is, yeah, so. I think it's gonna be fine. Opponent sent us a message. Just close out that. I guess it's kind of hidden underneath me, so you can't even see it. Opponent decides to keep as well. I think we have two options here. One, we can run out the Faerie. I think we go this way, actually. We play the Judge's Familiar. I mean, we could have played the Faerie Conclave now, and then we would have been able to play Judge's Familiar and Faerie Miscreant? Miscreant, yeah. Next turn, but if we play it this way, we can actually swing in for damage next turn, technically, and we also have technically control in play. Like, we could technically counter that, which I don't really want to. I don't really want to. It doesn't seem necessary for me to counter Serum Visions. And waiting for our opponent. What do they want to do? They want to pass it back to us. So, taking our turn, Midnight Haunting, and we need white for that. I think we go to combat, swing for one, go to second main phase, play Faerie Conclave, and then run out Faerie Miscreant as well. I totally skipped through my main phase, my attack phase. Bravo. Bravo for me. It happens once in a while. Unfortunately, not the most proud moment of my life, but it is a moment that happens. Our opponent might think that we're like saving it for something else. Realistically, we wanted to swing in. Sleight of hand. Okay. I'll let you have it. Even though I'm leery, I'm very leery on you having Sleight of Hand. Didn't even realize that Sleight of Hand was a modern card. I guess it is. Is it? We're playing modern, right? I'm like positive. Yeah, it says modern up here. I'm like pretty sure we're playing modern. And opponent plays Steam Vents tapped. Okay. Fair enough. Going to our turn. We could tack in this time if we really wanted to. And I think we will. I think it's run out a Faerie Conclave, run out a Favorable Winds, and then swing into our opponent's face for a whopping 4 damage. Could have been 5 damage by now if I would have actually swung in last turn, which I forgot to do. I misclicked. Attacking, going to combat, going to our opponent's turn. That is all we're doing. I really shouldn't be F6ing for the record. I really should be actually F1ing my way through the entire thing, because we do want the ability to potentially counter stuff. Obviously, he was tapped out, so it's not like the end of the world. I didn't have to. Opt. Our opponent is digging like crazy. Just dig, 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 dig. What are they playing? Are they... Is it Pyromancer they're playing? Could be Is it Pyromancer and Sleight of Hand. Is it Pyromancer is a deck. It could also be technically Storm. I highly doubt it's Storm, but it could be Storm. If it's Storm, we might be in trouble. Might be. Okay. Going to our turn. Oh, we do get the planes. That's exciting. Ooh. What's a better bet here? Pride of the Clouds. So, I mean, we could make a Faerie. Swing in for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is an option. We could hold up and get 3 more flyers into play next turn. We could play this guy now, which he comes at 3/3. I think we are just going to go with the play Spirit Tokens next turn plan. Yeah, so go to combat, swing for 4 again. Not the most exciting plan here, but it is a plan. And then next turn, probably on our opponent's end step, we're going to play Midnight Haunting, getting a bunch of fairies, or getting a bunch of, spirits, not fairies. It'd be awesome if they're fairies. It'd be amazing if they're fairies. It'd be like the best thing ever. Going to attack, see if our opponent has any response. I'm assuming they don't. And depending on what they do, we do have, like, again, we have some flash creatures. Like, this guy's flash. If he was going to blow up Faerie Miscreant, we could always theoretically flash in this guy. We could have technically flashed him in and got 1 point of extra damage in, but I think going... Oh, so it is going to be Storm. Okay, well, that's a thing. That is a thing. We don't have any actual counter magic. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And unfortunately... I guess, oh, I misplayed that. Oh man, I so hardly misplayed that. I should have actually countered... Well, I guess I didn't need to, actually. I could have sacked this guy to make him pay 1 extra for the Pyretic Ritual, which means he wouldn't have the blue mana right now. Which means he wouldn't be able to get the draw if he needed draw. Mind you, again, he just played Shivan Reef, which would have been his other mana. So, not the best. So, I think we're just going to let our opponent storm off. We're going to hold on to this for, like, just a moment. We may need to sacrifice off the Judge's Familiar to try and do a bunch of damage to our opponent, or try and make our opponent not play stuff. Opponent's backing it up, not tapping those things. I mean, at this point, he has to go or not go. So if our opponent did not storm off this turn, we're going to be swinging for 8. Okay, at this point, we need to actually do the Judge's Familiar, make him pay the extra mana, which will take him down a peg. Take him down 1 notch, giving ourselves an additional turn. Sad day for me, but I mean, a good thing we have like a counterspell on a creature, so it's allowing us to potentially stop Storm from storming off. So yeah, readjusting in my seat here, don't worry about it. So yeah, so what do you guys think? Actually, this is now that we're hanging out waiting for Storm, I'm just F6 through his turn now. Now that we're hanging out waiting for Storm, oh, he's gonna Grape Shot this guy. Do I have time? I don't have time. Mistakes have been made. So these are already targeting our face. I think at this point we are going to go this way. Make it so this guy gets Shroud. We'll take 3 to our face. Not the end of the world. He basically loses one of his Grape Shots. Oh, second Grape Shot went here. Or last Grape Shot, or first Grape Shot went here, sorry. Can't be targeted either. So we put 2 on us and 2 on this guy to basically kill it, but Shroud makes it go away. Anyways, as I was saying, what do you guys think of the new layout where I have like stuff? I guess my hand can't go that far this way. The stuff written down on the bottom. No longer have the deck tech where I'm sitting here. So just kind of out of the deck list. The deck list is now in the description rather than, you know, on the screen. Ooh, okay, so we have another Faerie Miscreant, which is definitely a thing. I think we... What? I think we're gonna go... Do we go combat or do we go Faerie Miscreant? Combat means we turn this into a fairy, swinging for a bunch of damage. I think that's the way we're gonna go. So, turning you into... At this point, turning you into a fairy, which is gonna be a 4/3 fairy. And then going to combat. Attack with all creatures. Yeah, so it's gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Not enough to kill our opponent. Definitely enough to slow him down. And then we're gonna play Faerie Miscreant, draw a card. Technically, we could have played it before combat, but I think it's actually probably better to go after. And yet another one. Interesting. Okay, well, we're gonna ship it through to our opponent's turn. He has 1 card in hand. Is he able to storm off again? We're gonna find out. If not, we're gonna go to game 2. So F6 through his turn because we don't really have any actual actions here, so might as well just skip through. We're not doing anything else. Our opponent is gonna scoop it. We're going to sideboard. Excellent. Okay, so Fairies vs. Storm is very good. We need to throw in a bunch of stuff. So, for starters, we need to throw in Dispels. Because it counters a whole bunch of stuff. Negates come in. Oblivion Rings come out. Seize Claim. Does Seize Claim come in? No. He needs Islands, technically. Colorless Spells don't matter. Condemn doesn't matter. Tormod's Crypt. Tormod's Crypt can matter if we can fire it off at the right time, which I think we're going to bring in. I think Thunderclap Wyvern is too slow, technically, for us, so we're going to take him out. In this matchup, in other matchups he's really good, but in this match I think he's too slow. And I think we also pull out a single Midnight Haunting, just because I would rather keep these guys in because they give our guys Shroud. Prevent our guys from being blasted away, because we can just flash them in, prevent our stuff. The other option as well, we have... Azorius Charm gives us lifelink, which means our opponent has to go deeper on the storm. I actually don't think that they're going to be worth it. They're basically just drawing us cards. I think they come out. Like, this doesn't really help us out. I mean, I wish this was Fate. I wish this was Path to Exile. It's not. It's not Path to Exile. What else do I think? What else do I think? Vapor Snag. Vapor Snag, I think, comes in. As soon as he plays either Baral or Goblin Electromancer, we can throw it back to his hand, which I guess means we leave in the Midnight Haunting as well. I guess I don't think these things do enough for us fast enough. I also kind of feel the same way about this, to be honest. Pride of Clouds, I don't think they do enough for us fast enough in this matchup. So we're actually going to pull those out. In response, we're going to take in a single Thunderclap Wyvern, and we're actually going to bring back the Oblivion Ring, solely because we can technically Oblivion Ring, again, Brawl or Goblin Electromancer, if it comes down to it. This is my reasoning. This is my reasoning behind my sideboarding. So, good luck. Good. I'm going to write to our opponent. Good luck. Game 2. Game 2. And, ooh, this... It's keepable in opening hand. We have Spellstutter Sprite, so a counter spell. This guy's also technically a counter spell on a stick, so we're gonna run out that way. Probably they're good. Oh, and a negate as well. So we go Plains first, Judge's Familiar second, ship it to our opponent, and see how it goes out. The good thing is, again, like the one thing about the Faeries version of this deck versus just the general value flyers is we have a little bit more control. So there's Brawl. We need a way of getting rid of him. Pardon my scratching of the nose. If we had a second, I guess we actually only have one Faerie in play, so we need another one, or make this one countering stuff like Brawl. So Glacial Fortress, and I think we're gonna hold up Negate. Or do we? No, we play Favorable Winds now, because it's unlikely that he's going to go off next turn. Storm can go off in turn 3, but they really need like the best draws and best cards. I think we go this way. So we're going to go this way, swing for 2, next turn we need to start holding up Negate. It's kind of the way it's going to go. Because he can't go off at instant speed, he has to go off on his turn at his... Yeah, he has to go off on his turn. So, because a lot of the stuff that he needs to play are sorceries, so we can always hold up mana next turn for, you know, Scion of Oona, and actually play it at the end step. So, which means we're going to get a creature, which will be nice. Let's see what our opponent decides he wants to do. Very good. I mean, I love playing Storm, to be honest. Storm is one of those decks that I keep like mulling over, like, I should buy Storm. I should really just get a Storm deck. But playing it in paper is substantially more difficult than playing it on MTGO. Because MTGO, it has a nice little thing over here where, like, control, it says, like, what's your Storm count and all these kind of crazy things. Not so much with paper Magic. You need to, like, have a die, kind of keep track of, like, okay, I've taken this much, played this many spells, you know, I'm going to do this much damage. It's, like, so much extra work. Okay, going to our turn. The opponent indeed does not play stuff. Ooh, Midnight Haunting is also really good. Here's the thing. We could also play Ghost Quarter, technically. And we could actually blow up one of his lands, forcing him to go and get more land. Because I'm assuming going off on 3 lands is totally doable, and actually not that hard. 4 lands is better. I think we're going to run it down as a possibility. We'll run it down as a possibility. And because my clock is technically faster with Judge's Familiar, we're just going to keep swinging with Judge's Familiar. And the next turn is going to be Scion of Oona or Negate, depending on what he plays. Or Spellstutter Sprite. Actually, I don't think it's going to be Spellstutter Sprite. We could also play Midnight Haunting as well. That might actually be the better bet. If we go to his end step, we might play Midnight Haunting because we'll get 2 2/2s. Specifically because of Favorable Winds, which means our clock will get a little bit faster. So, okay, there's no land. Okay, so maybe good thing we didn't Ghost Quarter his stuff. Again, the big one is we're holding up Negate. Like right now, Negate is the big thing. Holding up Negate so we can counter, hopefully, if he tries to go off. So he's going to swing in for 1. Sure, get into damage. I welcome your Brawl. His clock is much slower than our Judge's Familiar. And then... going to end step. Okay, so let's run down this thing. Midnight Haunting, 2 1/1 Spirit tokens, which are 2/2s because of Favorable Wings. Fantastic. Oh, is he going to counter it? Does he have a counter for this? I'm okay if he has a counter for it. I mean, it's not the end of the world for me. That's totally fine. He does. He has a Remand, which is technically good for him. Actually, it's quite good for him. Largely because he gets to draw a card. So he gets to basically cycle a card and slow our tempo down a little bit. And then he also gets to draw a card off a Brawl. So he gets to draw 2 cards. Well done, opponent. Well done. I'll give you the clap. Good call, good choice. Okay. Going to... Oh. What does our opponent decide to do now? It's the pieces of the puzzle? I think it's pieces of the puzzle. Maybe not. I guess he's decided he's not going to play anything. He decides not to. He's going to hold on to it. Okay, so play of Plains. We could... Again, we need to hold up Negate. Negate is the thing we need to hold right now. We could also use another island. That's something else that would be really handy right now. Alright, well, our clock is technically faster, so let's just keep going on Clockland for us. I mean, obviously, by the way, when he cast for mana, we could have made him pay extra mana for it, but I don't think it would have been valuable at all. Because Judge's Familiar allows us to counter a target instant or sorcery spell. We don't need to necessarily counter everything. We want to counter, like, at the right moment. Judge's Familiar is really good, and I've seen a couple people play it before where they're like, just the second they can do it, they're like, yeah, I countered your stuff, and I successfully did it. And I'm like, no, you kind of want to use it at, like, the exact moment, not, like, when you can use it, not necessarily the best time. You need to use it when you, like, really need to use it. Because right now, especially in this deck, it is a 2/2 body. It's like doing 2 damage every single turn, bam, 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 which is much more viable, or much more important to us than, I mean, just getting rid of it to counter a spell, any spell. Obviously, we could not have counted Remand, but I mean, like last game, we could have counted like Serum Visions or any of his digging spells he was playing. So, it is a possibility. Opponent, obviously, oh, he missed it. He missed the attack phase. I thought he would swing in. I guess not. He must be scared. He's probably need to hold up until he's at like six cards. Metamorphose. Yeah, you're gonna get negated. That's a very good card for us to negate. And we're gonna hold up the Ghost Quarter in case we need to do something else. We could technically Spellstutter Sprite. I guess there's nothing really that we're gonna be countering with this because it's converted mana cost X or less, where X is the number of fairies we have. So unless he has a Dispel, which is highly unlikely, probably not gonna counter it. Nope. Okay, so Metamorphose is a very valuable card in the Storm deck. We managed to counter it. Increasing our odds of our budget deck, making it through. Okay, going to our turn, we didn't have enough mana to actually play anything, so we could have technically played Spellstutter Sprite, but it's going to be more valuable to us this other way around. And again, so here is the dangerous part. We could play 2 so we can counter something. Yeah, I guess we go for combat, and then we're going to hold up, pocket this. So basically what we're going to have to do, we need 5 mana. We have 5 mana. This is going to have to turn a Plains into an island, and we're going to have to try and play both these turn in one turn. If we don't, then it's not going to work out very well. My phone is apparently ringing. Oh, 1 second.